All I'm saying is Lacey Evans is a child abuser.
No, she fought her child's hunger monster.
She beat a child.
No, she fought her child's hunger monster. It's like that TV show Big Mouth where they have the hormone monster.
I've never seen that show. You watch too much television.
The hormone monster is not a child.
But it's a part of a child.
No, it's not. It's an actual creature itself. It's not a part of the child.
We're debating about a cartoon show, Adam. I don't think it's really that big of a deal.
Dude, that Lacey Evans beat a cow.
Can you guys believe all the surprises in the Royal Rumble? I mean, CM Punk, Edge, MVP, the Great Khali, Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
How about the biggest surprise?
What?
James Jeffries.
James Jeffries. He was rumbling. James was rumbling.
Can't believe he was eliminated.
By Brock Lesnar. I mean, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Launched into the 10th row. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. Did both feet touch the floor, though?
They definitely
I liked
did.
the part where the crowd surfed him around the stadium like 3 times.
Yeah, up into the upper deck even.
Yes, and then Maddie Starr, who bought a ticket to the show, knocked him off of the crowd surfers, and that's how he got eliminated. It was just shocking.
Oh, crazy. And then that Women's Royal Rumble, I mean, Victoria.
Yep.
Mae Young.
Jesus. What is up with this entrance?
Mae Young.
Is this the entrance?
We're in the baseball stadium again. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I kind of like it when there's people behind the entrance. I don't hate that. So they're coming out of the dugout.
Yeah, this looks like the Wrestle Kingdom pre-show.
Wow. There's about as many people as be at a Wrestle Kingdom right now. 2 hours when the show starts. That place is going to be packed.
So, if you have not guessed, based on what we've been saying, the Royal Rumble pre-show is actually on now. We do not know what happened during the Royal Rumble yet. I'm hoping Walter came out and destroyed 29 other people in the Men's Royal Rumble. As Alex does a terrible mouthed version of Sheamus' entrance music. I do like the fact that Sheamus suddenly became 20 years younger.
He just has his hair styled the way he used to. I thought he was done.
Well,
I thought he was never going to wrestle again.
That the neck injury was going to make him not able to wrestle again. Thankfully, that was not true.
Rocksteady.
Okay, so here's the gimmick. I got a serious question for you because this was debated online.
What?
What's easier to explain to someone if say if you have a non-wrestling fan friend coming to watch the Royal Rumble with you?
Right.
Who's easier to explain, The Fiend or Shorty G? No, The Fiend, because you can say, oh, he's the Fiend is the demonic alter ego of Bray Wyatt. The end. You have to explain why this grown man is dressed like a basketball character from a really bad Sega Genesis playground basketball game
This
from
week
1992.
on Timothy Regal pretends that the Voices of Wrestling tweets are his own ideas.
My thing is, if they've never seen wrestling before, how are they going to know who Bray Wyatt is to begin with?
I said this was debated online, so...
No, but you literally quoted what Voices of Wrestling said on Twitter and acted like it was your own goddamn idea. Oh my goodness.
I do want to point out, notice the color scheme for Shorty G.
Purple and
gold.
It was probably already like that.
I'm guessing they...
There's no way he could have got that gear made that fast.
I'm guessing the gear was already made, but I'm sure he pulled that one out the second...
Could be.
We are obviously recording on Sunday, and it's been a sad day in the sports world. And the ripple effects, obviously, are going to be felt tonight on the Royal Rumble that, unfortunately, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, number 24, Kobe Bryant, passed away today in a terrible helicopter accident with his daughter, another child, and the parent of that other child. Obviously, I'm a Michael Jordan guy, but there's a lot of people, a guy that transcended sports, and obviously, like I said, going to have ripple effects even in the pro wrestling world. To lose someone like Kobe Bryant at just 41 years of age, literally he's a few months older than I am. So, gone too soon, and it's kind of made it a sad day in the sports world. But we're going to watch the Royal Rumble. We're going to have some fun. Adam's here if anybody hasn't figured that out yet.
Adam's here, everybody.
Of course, everybody's like, "Who's Adam again?"
Adam was on the show a couple years ago,
but he hasn't been on in so darn long.
I haven't had a sense.
Yeah,
you were on the entire week that we were on our honeymoon.
Yeah,
I was on once with Regal.
You've been on more than once.
You've been on way more than once, dude.
No, I was on once with you guys and then once with Just
Why are
Regal.
you playing a game with the Walmart Spark?
Because I like the Walmart
I've only been on the
Spark.
show twice.
No
This is
one
my-
It's a
likes
Spark.
the Walmart
This is my
Spark.
third time on the
Why
show.
is it multiple colors now?
Be-
Is Walmart trying to be like more woke or something?
well, our new vests are made of recycled plastic, so
Okay.
like the new Daniel Bryan T-shirt.
Which you can get at WWEshop.com. They should sponsor us.
Yes, they should.
Adam, what are you doing, Adam?
Oh,
What?
I'm looking at my phone, and that's okay.
Oh, just as long as it doesn't make any noise. Adam, do you listen to the show?
no.
I do when I get a chance.
How many episodes have you listened to?
I almost caught them all. I've been
Oh, really?
Here and there.
What'd you think of last week's Hot Take Rumble?
I did not listen to last week's yet.
Okay.
What's your favorite episode, Adam, other than an episode that you've been on?
Well, there you go. You didn't hear no question.
that,
The ones that I've been on.
You just like to listen to yourself?
I mean, who doesn't
that's
listen
probably
to
the
himself
only episodes he's listened to.
You're
Oh.
looking, You're sitting next to the guy who loves to hear himself talk.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, why
True.
the fuck do you think I started doing this podcast in the first place?
Wow.
I thought this was a family show.
No.
But
Now we
obviously
know.
you
Now we
haven't.
really know he's never listened to our fucking podcast.
That's a joke.
The only least family friendly podcast of this is Booze, Brawls, and Brave.
Yeah, that's not very. Oh my god, the episodes we recorded last night.
How soon into the first episode you recorded last night was a dick reference?
Oh god, probably from the beginning.
10 seconds?
It last night was. Oh man, it was just. Yeah, a word that. Yeah.
What do we got to look forward to on if you haven't listened to this week's Booze, Brawls, and Brave and on next week's episode?
Oh, Merrick just talks. You know how it is.
So Landels is gonna hate it.
No, we talked about wrestling.
Oh.
So we talked about the Genesis, which we'll probably talk about on this show. We talked about Genesis. Somebody bleeding? Talk about Genesis. Why she got her gloves on?
Shorty G might be bleeding.
Okay. You'd know if Sheamus was bleeding because that stuff would stick out. Because he's got green blood. Because he's a steroid infested leprechaun. Did you know that? Yeah, I'm Irish, so I can tell.
You making fun of? You're Irish too?
No, I'm Irish.
I'm
my last
Irish.
name's McCarthy. Of course, I'm fucking Irish. If you're Irish, you'd be able to tell that he was.
I'm also Irish. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right.
So
Yeah.
am I. So we have 3 Irishmen.
Oh Jesus. Oh.
We should be drinking a whole lot more.
Why are they doing commercials during the match on their own fucking pre-show?
On their own pre-show.
On their own pre-show, on their own network, they gotta show a promo for the show you're already. Hold on. They also show this on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. Yeah. This is the free one, so they're trying to sell the Rumble. I'll allow it. Make your money, WWE.
CGI smoke. I told you they added CGI to that.
What?
Yeah, they added CGI to that green mist.
Look at that mist again.
What? Why?
I don't know, but if you look at that mist again, it was totally CGI. You can see.
All right. So as soon as this Rumble, or as soon as this commercial's done, Shorty G is miraculously gonna power out of this submission. Watch. 1, 2. Oh, look at that! The referee was like, "All right, we're done with the commercial. You can break the rest hold."
Literally, if you go to a live taping now,
yeah,
I can literally tell when they're in a commercial break during a match.
Do you remember when they used to do like 2 out of 3 fall matches?
Oh my god!
Look at this shit. They really extended the time for Rumble entries.
That,
an hour and 10 minutes.
That was.
This is a long ass.
It's gonna be a long night. And I thought the greatest Royal Rumble was bad.
It was.
You're
not wrong.
Was.
I don't like that they're counting that in freaking statistics now, though.
Yeah, we had an argument about that at Wrestling Trivia.
That shouldn't count.
Should we talk about that? The fact that I did not win Wrestling Trivia?
Yeah, let's hear about how you did not win Wrestling Trivia.
Yes, I let the family down. I came in third.
Third?
Now, I was playing... Now, the guys that came in... Now, what I'll say this. I played by myself. No help. I handicapped myself to make it fair.
What do you mean you handicapped yourself?
The guys that won and the guys that came in second were playing. One was a group of 4 and the other was a group of 5.
Okay.
So they had 5 people to answer the questions, or 4 people, versus me, who literally played by myself with no help.
That's not what you always talk about. You're Mr. Walking Wrestling Encyclopedia. Why didn't you win?
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. I actually think, really, that's not a handicap because you don't have any idiots to argue with you. Because how many questions did we get wrong when we played in Waterloo? Because the drunk asses that I let sit with us because they were buying me drinks.
I mean, they were buying me drinks too, so
we let them sit. We let them be on our team because they were buying us drinks, and then they were arguing with us on a lot of the questions. But we won that, did we win?
No, because we screwed up the final question.
We screwed up the final question.
Actually, I will say though, the final question everybody got wrong. We were the ones who actually bet. The team that won, the Hanging Chesters, were the only ones who were smart enough not to bet.
Yeah. What did we think? It was Madison Square Garden. It was the St. Paul. Of course, it was the fucking St. Paul Civic Center. Bunch of AWA marks.
Yeah. And we were in an AWA town, so.
No, we were not.
Oh no, Waterloo
was Central States
town. Yes,
Thank you very much, Regal.
But
there was only one AWA town in Iowa.
No, Davenport.
Yes, Davenport was the only AWA town in Iowa. Yeah. The rest of Iowa was Central States.
No wonder you lost. You know nothing.
He doesn't know shit.
No, you're right. I was wrong. Yeah, because
we gotta call Dusty to school you.
Hey, baby.
Don't try to impersonate Dusty. What the fuck's the matter with you? He hates it when you do that. He told me.
I think we're gonna call Dusty.
Did I tell you Zach sent me the greatest thing in the world? He said, proof you. Zach sent me a text just randomly out of the blue there, and I said, proof you could hear pictures. And then he sent me a picture of Sid from the Flair for the Gold with his veins popping out of his neck. And I said, yep, you can hear this picture. And this picture says, I don't care who you are, boy.
The Shockmaster.
Yeah. And then I said, and I can also hear, sitting at home in Texas, 7-year-old Cody.
I think that's Uncle Fred.
And of course, the ultimate... I think I fucked that up. Oh, Freddie.
Yeah, I can't believe how much of their time they're giving this match.
Well, it's on the pre-show.
I know, but...
Yeah. No, that's the one good thing. Dude, I hate calling him Shorty G so much. Gable can go, man.
Dude, if Gable were, like, a foot taller...
The funny thing is, somebody was saying, like, somebody that's, like, a main event guy is only, like, 2 inches taller than him.
Daniel Bryan?
Maybe I think Daniel Bryan might be, like, an inch taller than him or something. That was what the stat was. I'm like, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
And they've given him, like I said, the Sega Genesis basketball player gimmick.
I mean, but he really doesn't even, like... He doesn't lack in the personality department, really.
Yeah, because they did that little run with him on 205, and I was really hoping that maybe that's where he was going to end up, because I think he would have absolutely crushed it.
Although now I wouldn't want my worst enemy to be on 205. I mean, I wouldn't. Well, won't say that, but...
No, the Cruiserweight division's tied into NXT now, so I like it again. The 4-way last night was amazing, I thought. So.
See, I argued with John G about this. I thought it was sloppy as shit. I did not enjoy it at all.
But the guys gave it what they had. And a 4-way is tough. Did you see the Petey Williams tweet this morning?
Yes.
Petey Williams, because there literally was a transition spot of a one-handed flip into a Canadian destroyer. And Petey Williams, the inventor of the Canadian destroyer, tweets out the clip and goes, hey, sorry guys, I never meant for this to be a transition spot. So the guy that invented the move's like, remember when this used to be a finisher?
Right. That was cool.
That's the old Doug Williams move, the Chaos Theory.
Yeah.
But Alex, we're sitting here just shooting the shit, but we should probably let the people know out there what went down at the Rust Belt.
No, fuck them. If you didn't come to the Rust Belt, you don't deserve to know what happened.
No, they do deserve to know what happened at the Rust Belt.
They don't.
Because we got to talk about...
Get in your car and drive your ass to the Rust Belt.
There's some things I want to talk about from the Rust Belt.
I'm not talking about... I'm keeping my mouth shut.
No, we're going to talk about the Rust Belt.
Adam, why weren't you at the Rust Belt?
When?
When? Friday night for SCWPro Genesis.
I worked at 4 in the morning and I had to work on Saturday.
Yeah, he gets a pass because he does have to work.
He doesn't get a pass. Nobody gets a pass. Everybody. I don't care. Unless he's working in the emergency room, saving dead people or birthing babies, He should have been at the Rust Belt.
He's making sure people get their apples and their oranges.
Bullshit.
I work in the meat department.
The store doesn't even open until 6 o'clock. I had to work at 4 in the morning.
I still work when the
Bullshit.
trucks come in.
What?
I gotta be there when the trucks come in.
Well, why does the truck come in when they're closed?
Because I gotta get the stuff on the shelf before we open.
So I'm gonna ask this now that y'all are closed from 12 to 6. Are the shelves actually gonna be stocked now?
February 1st is when it starts.
Oh well, are the shelves gonna actually be stocked?
My shelves
when the
are
stores?
always stocked.
Not well. I don't.
I mean, why are we talking about Walmart stocking shelves? Okay,
your shelves are always stocked because it's the meat department at Walmart. Nobody buys that shit.
Wow.
It's dangerous.
This is a wrestling
It's
podcast,
toxic.
not a Walmart podcast. Come
No,
on.
defend your department.
I don't want to defend Walmart.
Okay. The reason why your shelves are always
I don't
stocked
even like working there.
is nobody
Walmart-
buys it.
Anyway,
Walmart corporate, if you're listening to this podcast, we've got 2 disgruntled employees here. Somebody tag at Walmart.
trust me, you don't want to hear us do a Walmart podcast. Oh shit!
Is there a Walmart podcast?
I'm sure there probably is.
I'm sure Bo and Antonio with the radio DJs have one.
Oh man.
Oh.
But anyways, there's no excuse for not being at the Rust Belt this past Friday night.
Well, there wasn't. But if you weren't there, we're going to tell you what happened.
Oh, of course, because why would anybody pay for a ticket? Because they'll just listen to Regal's shitty podcast and find out what happened. I think Troy Peterson's in the front row. I just saw Troy Peterson, and I bet he's there with a comp ticket from James Jeffries. Jeffries is rumbling, baby. I just saw Troy.
James Jeffries,
G.
Why are they shooting all of these
Wow.
empty seats?
Look at all those empty
Keep that shit tight.
Look at all those fans cosplaying as empty chairs on the floor.
Sheamus beat Shorty G. I didn't see that.
The upset of the century. Maybe
But,
he'll win the Royal Rumble to
opening-
redeem the worst fucking Royal Rumble ever, which he also won.
We opened up. Oh, the 40-man?
No!
Oh, no. The Alberto Del Rio
damn
was the
it.
40-man.
Yes, every fucking
Man,
time.
no wonder you lost the trivia.
No shit. Do you know anything about wrestling?
Yes.
What the hell, man?
So in this match, Sheamus is playing the part of the heel. That's the bad guy. And Shorty G is a babyface. He's a good guy. See, now when he puts his body on top of him and lifts his leg up, that's called a lateral press or a pinfall. And the referee, that's the lady in the stripes. She's going to go down and hit the mat 3 times like this. 1, 2, 3. And that means the fellow with the red hair is the winner.
I got that. Thank you.
That clock in the corner means that the Royal Rumble's starting in 1 hour and 2 minutes.
That's how many? Nice entrance.
Oh, yeah. They should time it. They should time it like that. So the number 1 entrant comes out right when the clock
It's
expires.
never consistent. It's usually like 50 seconds,
We talk-
45 seconds.
Can we talk about my girl Charlie looking very professional today?
Yeah. You should try it, Regal. You should wear that outfit to the next Rust Belt show.
I don't think I should wear that particular
You should at least try to
outfit.
look professional.
Probably look a little ridiculous.
I mean,
I would've hired
tell
a
you
girl.
what, Regal. You're going to look ridiculous no
Actually,
matter what you're
hey,
wearing.
I'll tell you what.
So,
I'll tell you what, Alex.
what?
I'll try to wear that very outfit
Okay.
because that means I got to watch Charlie take it off.
No, you don't. You can write her a letter and say, Charlie, I am a underpaid independent wrestling, not underpaid by independent wrestling, underpaid by your day job. Underpaid by your day job. You get exactly what you deserve in independent wrestling.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
Without question. And so just say that you know you're hard on your luck and you would like to look professional like she does. Write her a letter and say, Charlie, I was really hoping that I could wear that outfit at my next independent wrestling show at the Rust Belt in East Moline. And, maybe she'll read your sob story and she'll let you
And she'll think
have
it's
her outfit.
unbelievably
If Regal
creepy, and I'll
wants to
probably
look
get her
professional,
up with a restraining order.
It would require him to grow his hair out, which he can't do.
Oh, you don't have to have hair to be professional.
I mean,
I
the coach don't have any hair.
The coach
Yeah,
has
but
a
the
nice
coach is-
goatee, which you couldn't grow.
Oh, yeah.
You can't grow
If
a
you're
beard
like,
either.
you can't, yeah. Wow, look at that guy flirting with the camera.
Look at how many.
Oh, is that-
look at how many belt mutants there are in that one
I
shot.
think I saw Noel Foley.
Where?
With Fred the Clown.
No, I didn't see Frank. In
Regal's
the
favorite
other
wrestler
shot
of all
behind
time, Fred
Christian,
the Clown.
she might have just been walking by.
Yeah.
A referee.
Get in the ring and do your job, ref.
Come on, ref. No wonder he can't count. He's supposed to be in the back practicing his counting, and instead he's
Jesus.
sitting here with the people. Anyways, so I guess since Regal won't do it, I'll tell you what happened this past Friday night at the Rust Belt. Big SCWPro event, Genesis. We started out with a battle of the generations, as the new generation of SCWPro was represented by the Endseeker, the Dallas Desperado, Dante Leon, as he went one-on-one with the SCWPro Hall of Famer, the Shug, Shane Hollister, and it was an incredible fight, a hard-hitting match, and Regal. What were your thoughts on this one?
I loved this opening match. This was a great way to start the show. You had the veteran, the Hall of Famer, the Shug, taking on the Dallas Desperado. The Dallas Desperado came out on social media, kind of had some not so kind words for the Shug, saying.
He had some kind words for him though too.
But saying, it's my time now, and of course
he basically said, "Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. It's the franchise boys shining now.
Stop.
You can't see me. My time is now."
The Shug.
What if Dante rapped? Could you imagine if Dante rapped?
That would probably be horrible.
He was the lead singer of a band.
But they were a hardcore band. I don't know if he can rap.
Well,
he might be able to rap. We don't know. Dante's very talented.
Do you think the young ladies that are big Dante fans that come to the show know about his band?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think they do. He was talking to me about it, and he said
he's not even in the most famous band of SCWPro alumni.
He said these chicks don't even know the name of my band, but they're all on me like they want to hold hands because once they blow, they know that I'll be the. Sorry.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you knew that reference.
I love that song. I love Eminem. You didn't know that? I haven't listened to the new album yet, though.
It's amazing. We were actually listening to it in the car on the way over.
Okay, I haven't listened to it yet. I've heard it was good.
No, great match from the opener between the Shug and Dante. Dante picks up a victory because the Shug went for a cover, but he left his arms exposed, and Dante cradled him up rolled him up for a victory.
Yeah.
After the match, both guys showed respect, shook hands. Just an amazing athletic contest.
Without question.
After that, we had a fatal four-way to determine a new QC Cup holder.
Yes.
As it was the former champion Johnny Wisdom, and Josh C, and JT Energy, and Solomon Tupu getting a huge opportunity. Took the unfortunately Jamie Hall was unable to make it due to some travel issues.
Yeah, car trouble.
Had some car issues. So
gotta think he'll be in line for a cup shot when he comes back.
Yeah.
Whenever he comes up from down south.
Yeah, but Solomon Tupu got the huge opportunity.
Oh, this match is on the pre-show too?
No, these guys, man, the Solomon Tupu, that's a
big ass Samoan.
That's a big boy, and
a big ass Samoan.
He was on his game. Johnny Wisdom, of course, was
in a bad mood like always.
In bad mood, desperate to get that title belt back, or the cup back, I should say.
He was missing his 3 front teeth. He said he was going to have one for each reign at the QC Cup.
Yeah, and then
but he didn't get his 3rd QC Cup.
And then the former Vicious and Delicious remaking acquaintances again.
Yeah, and we saw it almost looked like there was going to be a reunion.
Well, almost, but of course JT Energy being the sleaziness of himself.
The filth.
Yeah, tried to go for a low blow. Thankfully, Ja was too smart for it.
Absolutely.
I really thought that Ja was going to have this one won, but JT Energy as he does often, steals a victory.
Yep.
And then, so yeah, JT Energy is now the QC Cup holder. Alex?
What's that?
What do you think JT Energy is going to do with the QC Cup?
I don't even want to think about it. Gross.
He's probably got it full of baby oil or KY or...
Hey, what's that fan doing? Oh, that's Humberto Carrillo.
That was one of the worst plant jobs ever because they stuck out so bad.
I thought maybe it was going to be Dominic.
Let's not forget last week when the security tackled the fake preacher for the final act.
Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago.
Can we talk about how Humberto Carrillo is a very good-looking young man?
I mean, you can.
Sure.
He is a very handsome man. Speaking of handsome men, here comes another one.
You don't care about Andrade, no. You care about who he's with.
Oh, no. Andrade is a very handsome human being.
Selena Vega?
Yes. And Zelina looking as only she can look, as Nate would say.
Well, that's how DNA works, Regal.
Yeah.
We don't have animorphs.
As Andrade Flair.
Andrade, get out of here. Andrade Flair. That's so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful, Regal. Oh my goodness, I don't believe you. Though I want to. Somebody pointed out a good thing here that for everything that Andrade has probably taught Charlotte about working out and wrestling, she's taught him how to compose himself like a star.
Absolutely.
He's got so much more.
He already was at Mexico, though.
Well, yeah, but like how to behave like a star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the prowess, how to handle yourself like a star.
Yeah.
There are stars that just still feel like regular Joes in the streets, and then there's stars that feel like a big deal, like a limousine riding, Learjet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing. Woo! Where you're living,
Rick.
Regal.
How you doing?
I'm feeling fine.
Hey, Rick.
It is good to see my future favorite son-in-law, Andrade Cien Flair Almas, with that United States Championship. Do you know how many times I held that United States title?
I believe twice.
That sounds right. Probably more.
Hey, Rick.
What's going on, Regal?
You said Andrade was your favorite son-in-law?
My favorite soon-to-be son-in-law.
I was going to say, because I know somebody might have an issue with that.
Who gives a shit? I like to party with Andrade.
Do you bring Conrad along?
Who?
Conrad?
Who's he?
Your other son-in-law?
My other son-in-law. I've only got one daughter.
No, you got another daughter, Rick.
Who's that?
Megan?
Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, I used to be on a podcast with him.
Yeah.
Never done one since. Hate podcasts.
Yeah, I know, Rick. Hey, Rick.
What?
We were at the Rust Belt this week.
I've been to the Rust Belt. I was, signing autographs. Woo! Signing belts. Woo! Signing action figures. Woo! Got in the ring with quite possibly the most handsome ring announcer I've ever seen in my entire life. My good, close, personal friend, the 7-star mind, Alex McCarthy. I was also in there with that fashion guy, Merrick.
I was gonna say,
Merrick, is that his name?
Yeah, the handsome guy is Merrick Prey. Right?
No. Talking about the guy in the suit. Do you own a suit, Regal?
No, I don't own a suit.
Well, that's good. It wouldn't suit you. Woo! What are you going to do about it, boy?
Hey, Rick, did you know what happened at the Rust Belt?
I do. I know that the next match was a 3-way tag team match featuring my good friends in infamy, the Iceberg, Dion Roosman, Robin Steele, taking on the team of that crazy son of a bitch, the Corn Boy, and the Lucha Legend, Latin Thunder. One of the great regrets of my career is never getting in the ring with Latin Thunder. And the final team is the man who I taught the figure four to, entertainment extraordinaire, JP Finger, and the birthday boy himself, Jared Thumb. I bet you didn't know I knew all that, did you?
No, I was surprised.
Well, Regal.
What do you think of Corn Boy?
I just said he's a crazy son of a bitch.
He reminds me of you after a few too many vodkas.
And a lot of coke. Corn. Anyways, it's got a lot of starch, calories in it that corn does. That's why you shouldn't eat too much of it. Are we gonna order a pizza?
I was gonna ask Alex's lovely wife.
Don't ask her to order a pizza.
Okay.
She'll order frickin' pineapple and green peppers and nothing else.
Fuck off!
And then the redheaded one over there will get really mad about that too.
I know he doesn't eat vegetables, does he?
No, he just didn't eat pineapple on pizza.
I go with Casey Pizza.
All right. That's not a bad idea.
Anyways,
They agree. See, Rick agrees with me.
Infamy picked up the victory in that triple threat.
They sure did. But before we continue, I'd like to take this moment to do something that I believe should be done every day.
Are you gonna chop Regal?
Well, I will before I go. But first, I am gonna woo. I am gonna sing happy birthday to my good friend, Jared the Thumb. Happy birthday to... Woo! Happy birthday to... Woo! Happy birthday, dear Jared the Thumb. Happy birthday to... Woo! Where is he?
Who?
Jared.
He's not here.
It's his birthday.
I know. He's celebrating elsewhere.
What? I got... In Muscatine?
Yeah.
I think I wrestled there once.
Really?
A long time ago.
Okay.
Central States. Well, if he's not here, then who am I going to give his birthday chops to?
How about that guy?
How about if you volunteer somebody else, you know what happens?
Rick.
How old is he?
How
How old is he?
I think he's 12.
12? I don't think so. You better not be 12. He's wrestling.
Stop it. I thought maybe somebody else was in the room. Rick might chop somebody else for a change.
What would make you think that? You obviously don't know Rick very well.
What did I do to Rick?
I think he just likes chopping you, Regal.
Oh, Jesus. So does Manders.
I know, that's pretty funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do it
not
to me.
funny.
He doesn't do it to me.
I think it's hilarious.
Nobody cares what you think.
When was the last time you came to an SCWPro show?
A long time
A while
ago.
ago. Again, I have a job.
Again,
where
he
I
works
can't
at
come
4
to the show.
a.m., so he gets a pass.
You have a job? How would you come to an SCWPro if you didn't have a job?
I'll come to the next one.
Should we
on
talk about
Saturday
Travis
night.
Titan versus Alex Shelley and how amazing it was?
Go ahead.
It was amazing. Travis Titan versus Alex Shelley.
Yeah, Alex Shelley used that Border City stretch. Locked him in the Border City stretch. Tried to beat him with the Border City stretch, a submission that he calls the Border City stretch.
Not something else.
Not a crossface. But kind of looks like a crossface. Untrained eye might mistake it for a crossface. Don't choke nobody. Why is that so funny to you? It's wrestling. You'll do whatever it takes to win.
But no, this I loved calling this match so much. It was so great to see Alex Shelley, who I believe is really one of the best wrestlers.
But you know what? Like, I'm gonna say this, and we're biased. It's known that we're biased. Travis Titan did not look like he didn't belong in there.
No, Travis Titan
did not look like he did not belong one bit.
And this is not the first time Travis Titan's been in there with a quote unquote big name, a bigger, a guy, a former. He's been there with former cruiserweight champion TJP.
Absolutely.
He's been there with a couple other wrestlers up in the Michigan area, the quote unquote big name wrestlers.
Johnny Devine,
like in the Michigan area.
Yeah.
But Alex Shelley is a guy that to me has always been on like another level as far as in-ring technicians go. He makes it like he moves like butter. It's
a very good possibility that him being on NXT may turn into a regular thing. Yeah. We don't have any insider information. Yeah. We don't know that for a fact, but we're just guessing. But I would have to say that, like, could you imagine if he's as good as he's always been, and he's, instead of being 36 right now, he's like 31 or 28. He's getting signed and he's getting pushed to the moon.
Yeah.
Because I think, at his, I wouldn't say he's in the twilight of his career, but he's got more years behind him than ahead of him. I'll say that. But I'm saying, like, if he could have been in the shape that he's in now and the ability that he is now, at the age.
And he's also getting back in the ring now. He took a couple years off because he went and got a sports medicine degree.
Right.
So, no, Shelley is just, and like I said, as I've said before on this show, a guy who, a lot of the older guard, we were coming up in the business. We admired him. You
didn't let me finish my point.
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, I'm saying, like,
okay.
Right now, with the size he is, it wouldn't be a deterrent now like it was when he was in his prime.
No, you're
he'd be main eventing WrestleManias.
No. Oh yeah, he's yes, just so like I said, just the absolutely. I mean, these two, him and Shelly and Titan went in there and just put on a technical clinic, and I loved getting to call this match. I loved watching it. This was just an excellent match, and of course, Shelly walked in the Border City stretch, and Titan rolled him up.
Yeah.
And got the pinfall. So Travis Titan gets a huge rebound victory over Alex Shelley after failure to recapture his SCWPro Championship. But obviously, Titan back on the winning side. So, like I said, if you missed this one, you missed a hell of a match. And you should go out of your way to seek it out. But after intermission, we had a 5-way women's match.
Yeah.
We had Izzy B, who had a little trouble making it to the ring.
Oh, you know, if you ever tried to do what these people do, you wouldn't make fun of them.
I'm just saying, she tripped.
Why do you got to point out? Why do you got to point that out?
It's all over Twitter, bro. It's out there.
So people already know that. Why do you gotta laugh at it? It's so
I'm
disrespectful.
not laughing. Well, I was laughing.
You were laughing.
Yeah.
You're so disrespectful.
The
only reason people don't point out every mistake you make is because nobody listens when you talk.
Oh, stop it.
If anybody listened when they talk, they'd be pointing out all your mistakes.
Then we had Heather Starfire Reckless.
Wow, so disrespectful.
What? She's sporting a new look with some new gear, some new red hair. The purple gear. I said she looks like Starfire from Teen Titans. It's a compliment.
She looks like a cartoon character. Boy, that's a compliment. How'd you like it if I said you look like Bugs Bunny?
Hey, Adam. Would you explain to him that Starfire was amazing and
I know
awesome?
who Starfire is. Because, you know, when the Teen Titans cartoon was on, I was actually the target demographic of that cartoon. I wasn't a 25-year-old watching it.
Fuck you!
Well, you know.
Oh, I gotta give you shit, Regal.
Then we had nobody's friend, Valentina Loca.
I like Valentina Loca.
I don't think Valentina Loca likes anybody now.
I don't know that she likes me, but I like her. It's fine. You know, I had big... Did you see me in that match? I was surrounded by weirdos and crazy people.
Hey.
I just kind of parked myself in the corner with Izzy B.
I'm going to stop you right there because I will not have you talk that way about my close personal friend Blair Onyx.
About a goddamn psychopath. Did you see her come at me?
And my close personal friend Blair Onyx's personal friend
I was trapped
Elena
between
Black.
two wackadoodles. I was unsafe work environment.
Both happen to be friends of mine.
I was trapped between the crazy ass Sisters of Destruction. It was an unsafe work environment. Did you see me? Did you see her like...
Margaret was between them at the merch table, and Margaret didn't have any problems. Margaret!
No.
I'm just saying, Alex was scared of Elena Black and my close personal friend Blair Onyx, and I was going to say, you were at the merch table with them, and you definitely weren't. They were very nice to you. They're nice
also selling their stuff for them.
They're nice to me. They like me. They
like you about 50 feet away from them.
They don't like you for some reason.
And that's how you know they're crazy. Because everybody likes me.
You did something in the past.
The fact that they like you and they don't like me is proof positive that they're insane.
I mean,
because everybody likes me and nobody likes you.
I'm not gonna lie. Elena's a little.
Who walks around with a little tiny ass coffin?
Yeah.
What's she got in there?
As long as it ain't my picture, that's all that matters.
Hey, I don't think you have to worry about a girl having your picture, Regal.
And I'm definitely not going to fit in a tiny ass coffin, so we're fine.
I mean, you know, maybe. Never mind.
I
don't know where I was going there.
I know where you were going with that.
I don't.
I think you thought you were on that other podcast again.
Oh, gross. No, I wasn't saying that. God, no, I wasn't thinking that at all. Jesus. You're sick. You're a sick individual. Is that all you think about?
No. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
That's all you guys talk about on the other show you're on.
And if you notice, I don't say as much on that show as I do on this show. Yeah. Have you ever noticed that, Regal?
Well, no. There's 4 of you. You can't get a word in edgewise, especially with, the host.
It's about 75% Merrick, and then,
10% crotch and Sean.
15% crotch, 10% Sean, and 5%... Actually, I probably talk more than Sean.
Sean's busy.
Sean's trying to do sound. # Sean does sound. But not on this podcast.
But this women's 5-way, it was fast, it was furious, and it was Reckless because Heather Reckless picked up the victory.
It sure was. Yeah, we saw alliances made, alliances broken. The Sisters of Destruction had a little bit of dissension.
Well, it was every lady for herself, and
yeah, but they didn't like that.
Then we have your two main events, and I think this is the match that I think we got a lot to talk. We got a lot to go over here, man.
Yeah.
We had the no disqualification match between the Dirty South Boricua Joe Asa.
Yep.
And the Money Matt Cage.
Gosh, you sound so white saying Boricua.
Sorry, I don't speak Spanish. You do.
The Dirty South Boricua Joe Asa.
And Matt the Money Cage. This match was absolutely brutal. They brawled. They brawled all over the ring, all over the place. They pulled out steel chairs. They pulled out doors. There was anything else I'm missing?
Pipes.
There were beer cans.
Beer cans. Turnbuckles.
This was just an absolutely brutal fight. And it was. At first, it was a little odd. The fans started to get behind Joe Asa.
Yeah. Well, there's for about a year now, there's been a vocal minority who have been excited to see Joe Asa. Because, I'll say it. He's good looking. He's athletic. He can wrestle like anybody else. Unlike a lot of other people. And he's got a lot of athletic ability, and there's always been some support for Joe Asa. And I think one thing that was pointed out last night on BB Brave, ever since Matt Cage came back, I think in his mind the spotlight hasn't been on him as much as he'd like it to be, and he got a little frustrated. And let's say it just seemed like the money was morally bankrupt last night or Saturday night.
I mean,
Friday night.
The Money's always been a guy who's always openly said, he even said it before the match, I'm a violent man.
Right. Well, so did Joe Asa.
Yeah. But yeah, no, over the course of this match, the people just seemed like they started to shift.
Well, let's just call a spade a spade. Matt Cage took it too far.
Yeah, Matt Cage, I think, took the violence too far. I think the people responded to it, and then, after Joe Asa got a victory, a fair victory.
Well, I mean, all is fair in love and war. The disqualification match, yeah.
After that, Matt Cage looked like he was leaving. Joe Asa was celebrating his victory. You'd think anybody would. Matt Cage runs back to the ring and hits a low blow.
Yeah.
And then pulls out a turnbuckle, the hook for the turnbuckle from under the ring.
A spare turnbuckle hook.
And then proceeds to try to fish hook Joe Asa with this. And then
beat the shit out of the poor referee.
Beat the hell out of the referee.
Threw the referee onto the freaking steel ramp.
Just a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah.
And then, thankfully, Infamy, who obviously, Robin, Dion, and Joe Asa have had their issues as of recently.
Yep.
They chased off Matt Cage. Robin Steele grabbed a microphone and said to Joe Asa, hey, brothers fight, but family always sticks together.
And Infamy is family.
And they celebrated together. And it seems like we have a new chapter for Infamy.
Yeah.
And we definitely have a new chapter in the, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, the legendary Matt Cage.
Is that what he's instructed
people
to call him
Matt
now?
Cage has instructed SCWPro officials that he is now to be referred to as the legendary Matt Cage.
Matt Cage, not in the SCWPro Hall of Fame.
And Matt Cage, I mean, I really thought that he had, that he'd changed and he was a good guy and all this.
Uh-oh.
Jesus. But obviously, like I said, a leopard really never does change his spots. And Matt Cage has always been about Matt Cage before anything else in the world.
Right.
So the legendary Matt Cage.
Yep.
I can't believe that. It was disgusting behavior.
It really was.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it sounds like Matt Cage isn't done. So whatever he decides going forward, we will find out down the road. But then we finally had the main event. The
title for title.
Title for title. The Iowa Wrestling Championship and the SCWPro title. Also
the title of being the third, we have discovered, although there's some information about this on BB Brave this week that you'll have to listen to find out, the disputed third ever Grand Slam champion. Not a dispute as to whether or not they're the Grand Slam champion, but a dispute as to whether they're the second or the third.
Yeah.
But it was a hell of a match, hard-fought match. Both men targeting the knee. Both men beating the hell out of each other. A little bit of referee's discretion in this one. There were a couple moments where I thought,
it was good to have senior official John G in the match.
Right.
He did not want to let this match end in
how.
And I'll say a lot of matches like this. Sometimes you'll see a DQ or a count out or something to that effect.
Call a spade, a fuck finish.
Yeah, John G wasn't going to let that happen.
Right.
John G let these guys do their thing as long as they kept it within the reasonable realm of the rules.
Right. I mean, there's no question that Xander Killen might have tried his hand. Xander Killen might have tried to get a chain or chair or something like that involved. How furious would the Rust Belt crowd have been?
I don't even want to
if that thing would have ended in a draw and both guys walked out with their belt.
I don't even want to imagine. But yeah, Xander Killen definitely one of those guys who.
And how little would Xander Killen have cared?
Xander Killen definitely one of those guys that lives by that Jesse Ventura moniker of win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Hell yeah.
But the Corn Belt Cowboy wasn't going to have any of that.
No.
Showed off the power, showed off the athleticism against the cunning, and keep in mind, Xander, we don't like him. He's a deplorable human being. He's about as desirable as coronavirus.
I wouldn't say he's that desirable.
But he's held that championship by hook or crook. You at least have to respect it.
Yeah.
You might not like it, but you got to respect it.
2-time champ.
Yeah. But on this night, the one called Manders was not going to be denied, apparently. And,
hell no, and now we've got Mandy 2 belts.
We got
Manders 2 belts.
I'm not, no. Yeah,
you're not going to call him Mandy?
No, I'm not calling him Mandy. I'm not calling him Mandy because he likes to chop me enough as it is.
I'm going to text him. Regal just
no,
referred to
you are
Mandy
not.
2 belts.
No, you are not. He's liable to come walking in that door and just chop the shit out of me just because anyway.
Should
I invite him over?
Yes, you should.
Surprised you didn't.
I want to see that.
He's on another highway, another town.
Yeah. He might not. He might not even be in town. I don't know. He's a very busy man. The one called Manders. The Cowboys. America needs cowboys.
America does need cowboys, and Iowa needs champions, and we've got a great champion. The one called Manders, the Iowa Wrestling Champion, and the SCWPro Heavyweight Champion.
A champion we can be proud of.
Absolutely.
But that was a great night at the Rust Belt. I mean, I do want to shout out. Unfortunately, I have sad news to report.
What?
That our boy Zicky Dice is not the NWA Television Champion.
He's not.
No, I'm pretty sure Dan Moff cheated.
Oh. Well, he's part of the Mafia, isn't he?
But it looks like it looks like he's still going after the new NWA Television Champion, Mr. Ricky Starks. So
that's good. I like that.
You're going to see a close personal friend of the podcast on NWA Power over the next couple weeks.
Who's that?
Our boy Doug Ritter.
Oh, I love Doug Ritter. I tried to get Doug Ritter over tonight, but Regal said he didn't want to invite him.
He's in Nashville.
I said we should invite Douglas over to watch the Rumble.
I don't think he'd make
Regal
it from Nashville.
Said, Doug Ritter, screw Doug Ritter. I have no respect for Doug Ritter.
Stop it.
I don't like Doug Ritter. He's a bum. He's
it.
never done anything for me.
Stop it now. No, Doug
But
Ritter.
then if he did do something nice for you, then you'd be like, I love Doug Ritter. My boy, Doug Ritter. My old friend, Doug Ritter.
Stop it.
Because that's how Regal is.
Our boy Doug was
fair weather
in
fan.
the in the crowd for NWA Into the Fire. Not Into the Fire. What was the name?
Hard Times.
Hard times.
Let me tell you about hard times, baby.
Dusty.
The American Dream, Dusty Rose, live in a different color, if you will, on the podcast.
Dusty,
Color audio wave.
Were you there?
Was I there? Wait, what are you talking about?
Were you,
I'm everywhere, baby, don't you know?
Were you at Hard Times?
Yeah, hard times. I talk about hard times when a man works at a factory for 25 years and they give him a watch. It says, thank you. That was a long time ago, Regal. I don't remember the words.
But now NWA named a pay-per-view after you this week.
That's right. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I was at the Rust Belt.
You were at the Rusty Belt?
Yeah.
Man, could you imagine me at the Rust Belt?
Yo, you'd be over like Rover.
I would have been over like Rover. Of course I would have been.
You know who did watch Hard Times?
My friend John G.
John G.
Senior official. You know what I tried to get him to do?
What?
Polka dots. Polka dot ref shirt.
That'd be cool.
Black
shirt
shirt with white polka dots.
I think we should do it.
I think it'd be over. I think John G should be the polka dot referee.
But
it's not a real.
Yeah. Dusty, what else is going on? You see your boy Cody on the boat?
Cody's on the boat.
He threw MJF in the pool.
Good for him. I hate MJF.
Well, he didn't throw MJF in the pool. The Young Bucks did because he can't touch MJF.
Oh, I gotcha. He can't touch MJF?
Nope, can't touch MJF.
He get coronavirus?
No, believe me, a lot of people wish MJF would get coronavirus.
What if they got coronavirus on the AEW Rock and Wrestling boat?
Oh, I'm sure there was some type of virus going around, but it probably wasn't chrono.
Well, you think those people are dirty? You're so disrespectful, Regal. Why you gotta be like that? Man, I know somebody who wants to talk to you about coronavirus.
Who?
He just walked in.
Who? Who is it?
I want to talk to you about the coronavirus.
Bernie.
This is exactly the kind of thing that happens when you don't have single-payer health care. Free health care for everybody.
Hey, Bernie.
Instead, in China, because of the billionaires, because of the 1%, because of the billionaire class, they have free coronavirus for everyone.
Hey, Bernie.
Everybody gets the coronavirus.
Hey, Bernie.
What?
Somewhere quick. You know, the caucuses are next week.
February 3rd. If you live in Iowa, go caucus for me, Bernie Sanders. If you're over 18, if you're under 18, tell your parents, tell your friends, tell your teachers to go caucus for me. It's not me, it's for us. It's not for me, it's for us. Bernie Sanders, 2020. Caucus on Monday, Friday, February 3rd. Monday, February 3rd. I had a heart attack in October, Regal.
Monday, Friday?
Monday, Friday. Everybody gets a day. If Monday wants to identify as Friday, it can do that, as far as I'm concerned. Feel the burn. And if you do get burned, you can get some ointment with single-payer health care. Free ointment. Free ointment for everybody. Anyone that gets burned will get some ointment.
Hey, Bernie.
What's going on?
Who do you think's going to win the Royal Rumble?
Who do I think is going to win the Royal Rumble?
Oh.
I hope it is someone who is an underdog, like me.
What about David Starr? You think he can win the Rumble?
I do like David Starr. He tweets
likes
about
you.
me a lot. I know. He's a little annoying, but I like him. But some people say that about me. They say I'm annoying.
No more annoying than Regal.
Well, everybody gets to be annoying. Free annoyance for everybody.
Hey, Bernie, I got an idea.
What's going on?
Free Regal for everyone.
Free Regal. Don't free Regal. I'm all about prison reform. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Free Regal. If you're locked up in prison for erroneous charges, for unfair charges, I will set you free. Free Regal for everybody. And then, free wrestling for new subscribers on the WWE Network. But I don't like the WWE Network because it's run by the 1%. Vince McMahon, part of the 1%, the billionaire class. I don't like it. I want to take his money and give it to the people. This is an awful long time for me to be on the podcast,
Yes,
Regal.
it is, Bernie.
I've got things to do. I've got babies to shake and women to kiss. That came out wrong. I'm running for president.
Isn't that Joe Biden's gimmick?
Shaking babies?
Yeah, well, definitely kissing women.
I don't think that's a bad idea. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. Allegedly. All right. I'm out of here. Feel the burn. 2020. Go caucus for me on Monday.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Apparently Siri doesn't know how to caucus.
I don't think that computers should be allowed to caucus. I know I said I was leaving, but if the computer tries to caucus, that is a bad thing because the computers are owned by the 1%.
Bernie,
that computer was made by Jeff Bezos, but he didn't make it with his hand. He made it with cheap foreign labor. And if I was the president, all of the labor would be done by Americans who would be paid well. It's the Russians.
That's that Russian interference right there.
Russian interference. I don't know about that. All I know is Monday, February 3rd, Iowa caucus. Caucus for me. Field to burn. 2020.
Boy. Bernie was here for a while.
I mean, he is campaigning. He is on the campaign trail.
He's hard selling.
He's hard. It's the hard sell.
I tried to get Andrew Yang to show up, but he said he had his own Royal Rumble party to go to.
Yeah, he probably is watching the Royal Rumble.
Oh, I guarantee you, the Yang Gang is watching the Rumble.
I tried to say that we should get Andrew Yang or Amy Klobuchar to enter the SCW Prestige Rumble. It would have been great for everyone involved. It would have got big publicity. Would have got publicity for SCWPro. They could have, maybe thrown out the Corn Boy or Ashton Sowers. It would have been good. So we talked about Genesis.
Yeah, we talked about Genesis. We talked about Hard Times. Worlds Collide was really good. You should definitely go watch.
I haven't finished rewatching it.
You should go watch DIY versus Mustache Mountain. It was amazing.
That was good. I think they should have an announcer Royal Rumble. Because then you could have surprise entries.
Well, that'd be great.
Who would win? Probably David Otunga.
I'd say maybe Booker.
I don't know. Booker's kind of
old. As long as they do to Sam Roberts what those guys did to Daniel Pewter that one time.
That was 04 or 05.
Actually, you know who'd win?
Who?
My boy Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. You know who I want to... You know who... And I won't say that.
Surprise entry by Joe Buck, everybody's favorite announcer?
Who?
Joe Buck.
Talking about football.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about football. Although... You know what I do? Oh, the shucky ducky quack quack moment of the night.
Hey, you know
who's a football player that should be a surprise entry, but he's playing in the Super Bowl next Sunday. Unlike any of the Green Bay Packers, is our good friend George Kittle, former SCWPro alumni. We would love to see SCWPro alumni George Kittle win the Super Bowl. Would love to see that George win, my friend George. Would love to see him win the Super Bowl and then next year maybe enter the Royal Rumble. I'd also be happy.
Maybe Gronk might enter the Royal Rumble this year.
Maybe, yeah, because they're out of it, aren't they?
Yep.
They might find a way back
Gronk
in, though,
retired.
right?
Gronk
he did?
Too.
Oh, I bet he is in the Royal Rumble then.
Him and Regal's favorite person ever, Mojo Rawley.
Fuck Mojo Rawley.
Hey, Regal.
What?
How do you go, if you don't just want to get hype, but if you want to stay hype, how do you do that?
I don't know. I don't care. Mojo sucks. The end.
That was almost poetic.
He's horrible. The only reason he has a job is because Vince McMahon and the people at WWE are still hoping they might be able to sign Gronk because he's there.
Well, do you think maybe Vince is a New England Patriots fan?
Vince's favorite football player was Wahoo McDaniel.
Say was or is?
Is.
Oh.
Vince's favorite football player is Dick Butkus because he was at WrestleMania 2.
There were a lot of football. I bet he likes LT. Lawrence Taylor.
But
The Rock had a couple good snaps at Miami.
And Brock Lesnar?
Minnesota Vikings. Hey, an Iowa's own shirt. Do you think that guy's from Iowa?
Probably not.
You're so disrespectful to Iowa.
What about Roman Reigns? He was on the Minnesota Vikings for a bit.
Was he?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, but
anyway, we're
Adam. Can you fill about 20 minutes?
No, I think we've wasted the listeners' time enough as usual.
Wow, so disrespectful.
Hey, everybody should come to SCWPro this Saturday in Walcott. Or not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Yeah, come to Walcott this Saturday and get in line and wait for a week. You're so disrespectful.
Don't say that.
They're probably already there. They don't listen to this.
Who do you have got tonight for the Rumble?
What? Who do I got for the Rumble?
Who's your pick?
It's going to be irrelevant. This is going to drop on Tuesday. Nobody's going to listen to this before the Rumble.
If you want to see how wrong we are, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
I'm going to say Drew Brees.
Drew Brees?
Yep.
The quarterback for the Saints?
Is that, yep, that's my pick.
Okay.
I'm sticking to it. How about you, Adam?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Women's Rumble?
If you think there's any chance that Brock Lesnar stayed in that match for an hour and a half.
That's why we know Brock ain't winning, because Brock's like, wait a minute, I gotta go in number one and win this thing to go out.
Or you know what's gonna happen? Paul's gonna come out and cut a 90-second Paul's gonna come out and cut a promo, and then Brock's gonna slide out and stay in the back until the end.
No, what I love is what they should do is I've said this. They should have Brock just come in at one, toss everybody out one at a time, and the whole time that he's tossing people out, Paul Heyman cuts an hour long promo. That's what needs to happen.
That would be good.
That'd be good.
But as for the women's rumble, I'm gonna go with Naomi.
I'm gonna say Shayna Baszler.
I'm going with Shayna Baszler as well.
All right, let's see. Could you imagine if fucking Drew Brees and Naomi win the Royal Rumbles? Y'all are gonna owe me so much money.
Dude, if you bet that on a parlay, I guarantee it's gonna pay huge if it hits.
Yeah. You know me. I don't like to bet, but I do love parfait.
Wow. Oh.
Can you order Casey's Pizza online?
Yes, you can.
All right.
They don't deliver it, do they?
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
Oh, they do deliver now. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I heard Little Caesars delivers now too. Somebody
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah, if you like cardboard pizza.
I like
Little
cheap
Caesars
pizza. I do like Little Caesars.
I like
But
Little Caesars.
we'll get you your Casey since we know you're picky.
All right. But
Dude, you're picky.
we're going to order pizza. We're going to watch the Royal Rumble. We got about 17 minutes left to go on the kickoff show, folks. Is there anything going on wrestling related this weekend?
Probably something.
I'm sure Game Changer Wrestling probably has a show somewhere you can watch.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, we didn't even talk about Justice Payne.
I don't know anything about him other than that he was Nick Gage's brother.
Nick
and he was
Gage's brother, one of the founding
deathmatch
fathers
wrestler.
of Combat Zone Wrestling. Combat Zone Wrestling coming to independentwrestling.tv.
Absolutely.
Well, we got a week. We can talk about that next week. The Beyond Wrestling television pilot that's going on.
Yes, network pilot.
Yeah.
It's going to be family friendly with barricades, seats,
This sounds awful.
no intergender wrestling. They're going to crown the first ever Beyond Wrestling champion.
Yeah.
It's also been rebranded. It's not Beyond Wrestling anymore.
Beyond Championship Wrestling.
Beyond Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
That's got to be a
this
fucking rib.
This is an epic troll job.
I mean, maybe it's their version of like
a parody
Southpaw,
show. Yeah.
like yeah.
But
Or,
anyway,
or maybe they really do have an investor who's willing to spend a bunch of money on them if they fucking.
You never know.
Gosh, it'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
I don't. It's got to be a troll job though, because I refuse to believe that Drew would sell out his entire vision.
So Alexander Wolf, I did not watch this match. I felt left
all
the
I'll tell you, Walter kills.
yeah, but doesn't Alexander Wolf get like seriously injured?
Alexander Wolf they pulled him out thinking he had a concussion. He actually passed concussion protocol.
Oh, really?
He tweeted out this morning that he's fine.
Yeah.
So thankfully, the referees were on top of it. Looked like he had his bell rung a little bit, but it looks like he is going to be okay. So,
Yeah.
No.
If Marcel Bartel, would he be anything without Imperium?
I think he's a great wrestler, but I think being Imperium
he was
definitely
bland
helping
as
him.
shit before
Yeah.
he was in Imperium.
And keep in mind, Imperium essentially was where he was on the Indies because he was with Walter. So
Right. They called it something else.
it was
Ring
Kampf,
yeah.
with our boy Timothy Thatcher.
Our boy. How is Timothy Thatcher our boy?
But,
All right.
Anyway, watch wrestling this weekend. Find it. There's a bunch of stuff on indie wrestling.
Zawa Live's got a
IW
show Saturday with Dan Severn.
Oh yeah, that is this Saturday.
Yep.
IWTV's got I think a doubleheader again on Saturday night, don't they? Is
Probably. I don't know.
it Glory Pro and or Freelance or
I don't know. Go to
I'm gonna look it
IW
up
Indie Wrestling on Twitter. Regal, people can look this up themselves.
I'm older than that because it's making me wonder.
All right. We'll see you whenever.